LUCASFILM, which is the company behind Star Wars as well as some other projects, is going to be launching not one, not two, but 15 new projects in the next few years. I mean, like, are you kidding me? That's crazy. Like, I cannot, like, just a side note here, I cannot imagine the stress that is on these creators' backs right now that made it come up with so much content. But anyways. First off, the first major show that's coming out is Mandalorian Season 2, which is already out now, but the main confirmation is that this show will be getting a Season 3 within the next few years, but it has also been confirmed that Mandalorian is getting 2 spin-offs as well as crossover events between the main show and its 2 children. The first one is called Rangers of the New Republic. No release date yet, but it will likely star Gina Carano, who is in the main series. Not much plot information has been released, but the timeline of the show will interact with Mandalorian. The other series is Ahsoka, which will star Rosario Dawson, who plays the character in Mandalorian, and it's been predicted that this series will follow her journey or follow her search to find Thrawn, but since this was just released, there's not a ton of information on that. Another show that we are getting is called Andor, which will release between 2021 or 2022, not super confirmed yet. Diego Luna will be returning as Cassian Andor. This show has specifically been described as a spy thriller, so that'll be really interesting to see in Star Wars that we don't really have other content like that. And the main tagline for the show is everything I did for the rebellion. So I had to include that in the script because I'm like, why not? Despite rumors of Kenobi potentially fathering Rey, Kenobi didn't end up being the father. So as a consolation prize, Obi-Wan Kenobi is getting a series with that title name, and it's predicted that it'll probably be out around March 2022.
Hello there.
This show will take place 10 years after the Revenge of the Sith and will feature both the return of Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen in their roles. And this is the first time that Hayden Christensen has returned to the Star Wars franchise in 15 years. That's caused a lot of excitement and anticipation. We're getting another series called Lando, specifically featuring on the character. It's predicted it won't be out until late 2022 or 2023, as there is not much plot information and we don't even know who is playing the title character, although it has been speculated that Donald Glover, who played him in the solo stories, will return, but there's no confirmation yet. And it's being directed by Dear White People's Justin Simeon, so the show will likely have a similar vibe to that one. We are also getting another show, which I'm very excited for this one, called the Acolyte. I probably pronounced that wrong. No date on it because this is very early in production. So this is described as a mystery thriller that focuses on the emerging dark side of the High Republic era. For those who don't know when the High Republic era was, which was me before I did the research, takes place about 350 years before Phantom Menace. This is going to be a female-centric story, as it is being created by Leslie Headland, who also did Russian Doll, which was another Netflix show that featured a female interest and kind of had a really kind of trippy, kind of Groundhog Day vibe. So I'm really interested to see how they take this. And also, we are getting some specific animated series, one called The Bad Batch, which when I first saw this in the trailer, my brain replaced the latter word to something different, and I was like, whoa there, Disney, okay. But no, it's Bad Batch, not the other word. But anyways, this series coming out in 2021, and it's specifically about a bad batch of clones during the Clone Wars time. And this particular group has been featured in the animated Clone Wars series and will be a spin-off of that. I'm watching it right now, so I'm only in the first few episodes, but I'm like, hey! And so each of these characters have unique powers as well as psychological issues, so I'm not sure where they're gonna take that and if they're connected somehow. And oh yeah, that one's coming out in 2021. I don't think I said that. We are also getting another series called Visions. I'm super excited for this one. No date on it yet, but it's gonna be a series of 10 animated short films, but it's gonna be Star Wars, but anime. They're specifically working with anime studios in Japan to kind of bring in a new, interesting look to Star Wars. And I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited to see how they take that. And we're also getting another series called A Droid Story. No date on this one, but it's going to focus on C-3PO, R2-D2, and a new hero. This show is going to be teaming up with Lucasfilm's Industrial Light and Magic, which is a VFX team. So this is going to be an animated series, but I'm excited for this one too. Also, we are getting movies, which these are kind of way in the future type of projects, and I'm not sure, and they're probably likely not going to be on Disney Plus, but just due to the state of the world right now and the chances that we might be here a lot longer than people are predicting, these honestly could be on Disney Plus. But anyways, we're getting one called Rouge Squadron, predicted to come out in Christmas 2023, which is being directed by Patty Jenkins, and she did the first Wonder Woman movie, and Wonder Woman was awesome, so like yay! But it's specifically gonna focus on Rebel X-Wing fighter pilots. This one's very early in production. There will be a film way in advance, predicted either 2025 or 2027 with Taika Waititi. And if y'all don't know his movies, he did Thor Ragnarok, Jojo Rabbit, and he has a very kind of humorous style to kind of just like throw whatever in screen, have fun with it type of thing. But then also, since this is Star Wars and Lucasfilm emphasis video, we're going to be talking about the other projects that are going to be under Lucasfilm. So we have Indiana Jones 5. There's no name predicted for it yet, but it's expected to come out in July 2022. It's going to be directed by James Marigold. Harrison Ford will return as the title character, and I'm like, isn't he, I don't know, he's like in his 70s right now. I'm like, okay, you know, I mean, you know, not trying to be like ageist or anything, but like, can a 70-year-old really be flying around saving the day with the whip? And I don't know. But anyways, filming is predicted to start in early 2021. Plot information, there hasn't been much released. So then we also have another story called Willow, which this is a remake of a 1980s version. This will be coming out in 2022, but basically the story is about a sorcerer played by Warwick Davis who protects a female baby who's prophesized to take down an evil queen. And because the queen finds out about this, she plots to destroy that baby and takes over the entire world. Warwick Davis is returning as his character. The directors have said that they're gonna completely revise the story and tell it to a new audience and not lean on the original. And then lastly, we have another series which is a new story to the Lucasfilm world, which is Children of the Blood and Bone. It is an adaptation from a novel by Tomi Adeyemi. She was like 24 when she wrote this book and had like $1 million sign. Like, that's awesome. But anyways, the story takes place in a world of magic, but the magic has been suppressed, and the people who possess magic, called magi, are oppressed. And so, but this story follows a young girl named Zaylee, and John Boyega, who played Finn in the last 3 Star Wars movies. He wants to play one of the gods in this mythology. He's been supporting the author in her journey and her success, and so I'm like, that'd be really cool. All right, but that is it for Star Wars. Which show are y'all excited to see? Go ahead and leave it in the comments down below, and you might get a comment back from me. So yeah, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next few parts of this series, because goodness, Disney was like, y'all are stuck at home and might be stuck at home for the rest of your life. Here's some shows to deal with it. But yeah, that's all I got for today. So bye.